Overconsumption of produced goods is a learned habit and it's only getting worse with social media. So in this video, I'm going to help you understand why you consume and give you tips on how to stop. Hi, my name is Ava, and today we're talking about overconsumption. So first, what is overconsumption? It is the action or fact of consuming something to excess. Now, that's overconsumption in general, but to be more specific, most people overconsume produced goods such as makeup, skincare, clothing, and more. And this has been happening for a long time, but it's only getting worse now due to social media. So what does overconsumption look like now? Most people buy things that they don't need because it's trending. A recent example of this is the Stanley Cup. It's a regular reusable cup, but it got popular on a site of TikTok called Water Talk. This was where a bunch of people would put flavor packets in their water, and they would usually use a Stanley Cup to show this. So everyone started buying this cup, and now it's a big trend. I even see a bunch of girls at my school carrying these cups, and I've also thought about buying one, even though I have a Hydro Flask that I use every day. And this is a great example of how so many people get influenced without even knowing it. Now here's tip 1. You need to ask yourself, do you actually want this, or do you want it because everyone else has it? I can bet that most of the time your answer will be I want it because everyone else has it. Now, it's important to remember that influencers overconsume for their job. I feel like a lot of people forget about this because influencers are everywhere. Everyone either is an influencer or they want to be an influencer. So when you're doom scrolling on Instagram, you see all these people that seem like they have everything. But 1, that's not real, and 2, they're just trying to be first to every trend. And when that's your job, you'll buy whatever it takes to keep the popularity going. And also, the huge influencers get so much stuff for free that they don't even know what to do with it. So here's tip 2. When you find that you're comparing yourself to other influencers, remember that you're not an influencer and that's not your job. And if you are one, think about ways to gain followers without promoting overconsumption. As I previously said, people buy things because they're trending. A big problem with current trends is that they move so fast. And these types of trends are called micro trends. In the past, trends had a large reach and lasted a long time. But now there are so many tiny trends that are only on a specific side of TikTok. With TikTok's algorithm, it's easy to notice a trend that someone else who uses the app every day has never seen. And all the other platforms are trying to imitate TikTok. So the number of micro trends is just growing and growing. When trends change so fast, it can increase overconsumption because people are trying to keep up with these trends. And then it goes away quickly and they don't want those items anymore. This happens a lot when people want to participate in different aesthetics. Recently, we had the Barbie aesthetic where people wanted to buy hot pink and Barbie branded items. But the Barbie era is over now, and most people don't want to wear hot pink every day, so they're going to end up giving away those items or throwing them out. It may sound extreme to say that people will buy things and just throw them out when the trend is over. But if you have money and you aren't aware of your consumer habits, it can be easy to fall into this trend consumption cycle. So here's tip 3. Don't buy something for a trend unless you know that you'll use it several times after. Now, don't try to girl math yourself out of this tip, because I'm sure people would think,
well, I'll buy this thing and then I'll probably wear it for this trend, and then if someone invites me to this specific party, I might wear it for that day.
Don't think like that. You have to make sure that you'll want to use that thing on any random day. Now, we just talked about people throwing out the trendy stuff that they don't want, and due to people not being conscious about their consumer habits, there's been an increase in thrift store donations, which is harming these stores. And you would think that it's good for a thrift store to have as much donations as possible, but it's more costly to these stores. They have more items, so they have to hire more people, and it takes more time to sort through everything. This is why thrift store prices have been going up. Many people on social media have also expressed so there's nothing good at the thrift store anymore, and it's just full of fast fashion trash. An example of this is shown by the online thrift store ThredUp, where since 2009, they've had an 186% increase of clothes from Shein. And with the current trends, there are many well-off people that do massive hauls from thrift stores because they think it's okay since it's secondhand. But one person still can't use that amount of clothes, so it'll end up going to waste. And a lot of people don't think about the fact that low-income people shop at the thrift store out of necessity. But due to price raises, it's easier to shop on fast fashion sites like Shein. Buying items secondhand does not give you a reason to buy more things than you need. I'm guilty of this, where I'll go to the thrift store and I'll find something that's kind of out there, but I'm so immersed in the thrift store vibes that I'm like, I'll wear it. And then I never wear it. So make sure that you're buying stuff that you know that you'll actually use. Overconsumption is a very complex issue, and I only scratched the surface. I'm not saying that we all need to stop buying things and live like the Amish, but I just want people to be aware. It's easy to have a habit you're not aware of, especially when most people have that same habit. I still shop fast fashion, and I sometimes buy things that I don't need, but I'm also aware of my consumer habits. For the most part, I only buy things that I need, and I think through every purchase I make. I already gave you a few tips to stop overconsuming, but the first step is to understand that your overconsumption exists. So I hope that this video served as a brief explanation of overconsumption and made you aware of your habits. So if you liked this video, please leave a like and comment down below your overconsumption habits. Thanks for watching. Bye.